Um, Stephen, because you are so consistent with your work
Yep.
schedule, with your schedule of delivery, I would imagine that your writing life must be fairly regimented. What does a typical writing day look like for you, and how do you and maybe think of it this way: when you've committed to a project and you know that you have to turn in Christmas
Hmm.
uh, this year, and now it's toward the end of June,
Yep.
so we've got 6 months, basically. I think 6 months from today is
Yeah.
Christmas. How do you break down the work to make sure that you are, maintaining your schedule without, isolating your family and, all of the things that, all of the dreaded things that we could all imagine?
It is difficult, yeah. So it's finding the balance. So when I worked full time, I would write evenings and weekends late into the night. Now I write part time and I work part time. But whether I'm doing an office day, a freelance day of work, or a writing day, my routine is the same. I work 9 till 5. I have 1 hour lunch break in the middle. That's how I do it. And it's always discipline over motivation to get the job done. Because if I know I've got 12 months to write the book, I know roughly how many words I have to get minimum per month.
Right.
And I set writing word counts for myself when I sit down for a session for a day, because that helps me. It's just that it keeps me on track so that I do have that consistency. So I never miss a deadline, but also means that if I fall behind 1 month, I've still got wiggle room to pick it up the next month. I'm not kind of like getting to October and spending 18 hours a day trying to get to the word count, so that by maintaining that consistency, even when I don't feel like writing, even when I'm tired, even when I'm feeling a little bit burnt out, I have so enough wiggle room that I can say, right, I need a rest, take a week off, clear my head, do no writing, no editing, nothing, recharge, and then come back. And that's the best way to do it. It's always discipline over motivation, but also writing in, I always say you should start writing in time slices rather than time slabs. Because
Mm.
if the kids are out, the wife's taking them away on a Sunday, you've got 4 hours. Brilliant. I'm going to write for 4 hours. You will not. You will write for like 30 minutes and spend the other 3.5 hours checking your phone, watching stuff on YouTube, playing,
Right.
phoning some friends, WhatsApping some, and you just be like, oh God, I've just waited 3.5 hours. And you quit frantically half an hour kind of. So start with time slices. Write for 30 minutes. If you consistently write for 30 minutes and you can do that 3-4 times a week, the words will start to tick up. Even if you think they're rubbish, it doesn't matter. You get them down and you work your way forward to the end of that first draft. And then you can come back and revise it. If you can do 30 minutes easily, push it to 40, push it to 50. And eventually you'll kind of get to the period where you're like, right, write for an hour, take a break. Write for another hour, take a break. And you can just gradually, it's like a muscle. Like anything else, repetition and doing it often enough, you find your own rhythm. But
Right.